Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my friends of Mage. For those who know me, um, and those whom I haven't had the honor of meeting yet, my name is Marcus Garrett. I am the player of Tom Dooley, and this video is to allow me to properly express my feelings and make a few apologies if necessary for any misunderstandings. However, I am uh, since yesterday I have felt particularly awkward and felt that this was the best way to go about it, about addressing it. As for me, typing is a very tedious process. As a note, um, please read the description of this video and understand that everything I'm about to say is coming from a good place, and in no way should be accidentally misconstrued as an attack or any such negatively charged anything towards any individual or groups of individuals um, within this venue. However, I have a mutual friend within the venue who is feeling very awkward about certain things. Um, However, this awkwardness has left me with um, a bit of a hard thing, as my friend wishes to or leave our mutual chantry. Um, because he doesn't want to deal with um, any drama involving admins and such, and is not entirely comfortable with certain developments. Um, which by itself is completely fine. I wish him well in whatever um, endeavor he wishes to undertake, both in the game and without, as I think he's an excellent role player and quite an imaginative, creative, and extremely humorous person. However, when I asked him in a previous OOC conversation, um, how may I address this in character? Um, because his character is a very important character to my character. As for a great many reasons, he is one of the characters that my character most respects. Um, and with him leaving the Chantry, um, of course, there would be some emotions tied to this, which is only natural, especially given that my character has recently lost his grandfather and his mentor's been off in another state, as far as he knows. Out of character. The character that is my character's mentor is supposed to be making a a return this evening. I'm very happy to see him, and would um hope to be able to iron some things out. But I digress. Um, him wanting to leave is not the part that has frustrated me. That is perfectly fine. As the chantry is built upon freedom and a connection with nature and a bunch of other good things, as as per my character's mentor's will. But the part that frustrates me is when um I am asked to fudge over things that are important as far as character development and whatnot, because everything adds up to a final equation. I guarantee you um that I in game or otherwise am not a hostile person by nature. Um and my character is most certainly not the type to do anything cruel or mean because he doesn't like something. But and perhaps this is the um inner actor coming out, as I have mentioned to a great many of you, my friends, that I I am utilizing this format both as a means of getting to know other people as well as to scratch my niche, which is acting, which for various reasons I have not been able to pursue, either due to incidences with family, hurried emergency moves throughout my life, and various other things. Um, I would also like to go on record as saying that I I firmly and completely understand that there are a great many people in this venue and in others, and I would encourage every player, ST and admin, to remember that um, without each other, this thing that we have built will not work. And and you know, I am greatly honored to have the opportunity to roleplay with each and every one of you. And if this should find its way to uh, other appropriate pages, the same goes for all of you, as I do know some of you from other venues. You can't ask, in my humble opinion, you shouldn't ask a a another player who is trying to work on keeping certain aspects consistent to fudge over something as important as a great life change, like the um, leaving of a mentor, for example. Um, Emotions are natural, especially in times of high anxiety and emotional excitement, that sort of thing. And I would urge all players in future, especially during things like people leaving a sept or people leaving a chantry or people leaving a uh, something or other. Please go ahead and talk to your friends about about um, a mutual way that they can be allowed to express themselves through their character, because in character, you know, not not allowing a character to have closure, in my opinion, can leave blaring holes in the story. Um, of course, this is just my opinion. Um, I would also like to point out and offer an apology for towards my friend in question, as at a certain point I had become rather irritated with him, as I did not feel as though my thoughts and feelings were being acknowledged, and as such, I did not respond to him when he eventually came back, um, choosing instead to wait until today when I had a chance to um, vent overnight and some such. Um, so to him, I offer an apology. To the STs and admins, I would also like to offer us a sort of an apology. It's not that any of us can really control what life throws at us, but I do understand that you're all busy, and I appreciate all the work that you do. Um, but and I've thought about this a fair bit. Um, if at some point you do feel overwhelmed, please let me know, and I will even temporarily resign my place within Mage. If only so that you do not have the added burden of having to help an individual with a disability with things like handling XP and other other things like that. As I think we have like 100 something players in this venue or something like that, and only like a very small handful of STs and admins. Um, so my heart goes out to all of them, and in fact to all admins and STs. Um, if I can help by being an ear, a sounding board, offering some ideas, I can. I'm happy to do that too. Um, because I do like being here and I like playing with all of you. Um, there are some days, and I don't mind saying this, but be, being able to hang out with you guys is definitely a highlight of my week. And so as a way of demonstrating that, I put a lot of effort into my character, and by extension, I sometimes, I want to develop his thoughts and his emotions and whatnot. But what is most important is that the STs and admin stress level do not get pushed to the point of overexhaustion, as without them, there is no game. So, as sort of the odd man out, um, if need be, I will, as I mentioned, uh, temporarily resign if that is ever needed. Um, and I can come back with a new character or something. I just want there to be um, all good things here. Um, and so I wanted to express this the best way I knew how. Um, and please, guys, this isn't me saying I am going to quit or I want to quit. This is simply me saying that if the stress level for others gets too high, I will gladly surrender this particular character so that I can come back and be a a positive role player for the future. That's all. And to my friend that I had the disagreement with, um, I meant everything I said, but you're a wonderful person, and I'm glad I met you. So, in any case, thank you for taking the time to hear this, and thank you for your patience. Um, I love you all.